Okay, we got the card draw.
We got the card draw.
So we
So
have
first off, what were the band ones?
We know this is before band.
This is before band.
This is 7. This is the 7 songs that they get to choose from.
Gotcha.
With
What do we got?
Okay. Overblow S20. Ooh. Hyacinth S18. Final Audition 2X S17. Magical Vacation S18.
Okay.
Telling Fortune Flower S19. The People Didn't Know S16.
Oh my God.
And Over the Horizon S17.
This is going to be an absolute banger.
If someone doesn't if The People Didn't Know doesn't get through, I will cry.
Right.
I will be heartbroken.
It's like, come on, that one doesn't show up often.
It's a delightful song.
It's delightful. It's enjoyable. I really want to see Overblow.
Okay,
I really want to see Overblow.
There's 4 players, so they will ban 4 of the charts, and we'll be left with 3 at the end.
Right. Okay, so I'm hoping for Overblow S20.
Overblow is ridiculous.
It's so good. Final Audition would be a good one.
I think the only way that Overblow could possibly get through is if somehow none of them know what it is. Because the thing is, that chart is such an intensive, there are tests that are, there are charts that are skill testing, and then there are charts that are skill testing.
Exactly.
And Overblow tests one exact skill. How good are you at crazy fast drills?
Yes.
Like preposterously fast drills.
But if you're really, really good at that, that's a great tournament.
But that's the thing.
Oh, we got the picks in.
So that's what I was going to say. That's the thing is, you can't protect in this tournament. You can only ban. And sure enough, the charts that were left over were Hyacinth S18, Final Audition 2X S17, and Magical Vacation S18.
Good charts.
I am not surprised. I don't know why. I still don't know why the People Didn't Know would have gotten banned, but I can totally see someone being like, I don't do drills well. I'm now with Overblow.
People didn't know. It may just be familiarity.
Familiarity.
Right? It is an
people
old
are just
chart.
worried that it might
It's
be.
not recently something that people play consistently. It may be one of those. It's just like, I don't have familiarity here, so we're good.
It's also side pivotey, and it's one of those songs with a background that even with BGA Dark can still be kind of distracting. So if you're someone who struggles with weird contrast backgrounds, you might ban it just for that reason alone.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
now they are playing on BGA Dark, so that does help.
I'll tell you what, it's not perfect.
But then you get some of those charts like Bedlam, right? Bedlam just you gotta wear sunglasses to play that chart sometimes.
So the charts that we're left with are 3 of the ones that I don't know as well, unfortunately. But Hyacinth is a song that I absolutely love. It is, I believe, the last Banyo or Banyo related song we've ever gotten.
Really?
Because it's Yop. We got the it's because it's Yop.
Yeah.
And then we got the band version of BAND whatever version of the song that's in the NX to NX Absolute.
I know.
With the girls saying, "What?"
Come on, Chad, help us out. Help us out, Chad.
Come on, someone. Someone help me out with this song. What is that Yop song? That
final Yop
that's
song.
the band remix.
Trivia question. Right?
Trivia, yeah.
So we're in the final warm-ups right now. We got Jenny and PacRob up there right now. Both of them are just kind of getting loose, getting that warm-up going again.
Blaze Emotion, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marco.
Yeah.
Blaze Emotion. So yeah,
Blaze Emotion.
This and Blaze Emotion, I guess, are probably the last 2 Yop songs, Hyacinth and Blaze Emotion. And Hyacinth is super. I love Hyacinth. I think it's a great song. It has great charts. It's fast, very fast, like 190 something, right?
Yeah. Let's look here.
200 even maybe. It's fast.
It is 192, I think.
192. Okay, yeah. So we got that, and then what were the other 2 that were left over at the end there again? It may
just be Mike singing, DJ. It may just be Mike singing. Maybe he was singing like
singing.
it was.
Yeah, Necromancy. I am awful at singing. I'm
so
awful
no karaoke
at
for you this weekend.
No, absolutely karaoke for me. That's the whole point.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That's the whole point of karaoke is you get to inflict your terrible singing upon your friends.
I don't think that you and I think of karaoke the same way. But that's okay.
I'm a veteran karaoke doer. I lived in Japan. I know what it's like.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
All right, so we've got our 3.
Yes. What do you know? What can you tell me about Hyacinth S18?
Hyacinth S18, man. Honestly, I haven't played it in so long. But I will say it's a good entry level 18, right?
Yep.
It's not as hard as what you would think an 18 would be. But it does have those twists that can trip people up. And it does have a couple of cross unders, right? If I'm remembering correctly.
Okay.
And again, it just really, really goes back down to what is that? Red Swan and Hyacinth. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat real quick. So Red Swan and Hyacinth. Red Swan.
another really cool song.
Red Swan. That is
Man, I miss Banya. I miss Yap. Bring him back.
Yeah.
Bring him back,
But
Andamiro.
two
Do
Yap
whatever
charts
it takes.
here. 2 Yap charts in this round alone, right? So let's switch over to it. They're going to go ahead and get started now. So let's see where we're at.
All right, so first of all, I want to see, okay, so PacRob playing on 600 AV, Jordan at 675. Also worth noting, Jordan is using the default Phoenix note skin, which
Interesting.
is weird
Interesting
because
choice.
I can't imagine that Jordan has played more than a few games with Phoenix, but we'll see.
Here's where we're going to go. Let's see what happens. So Hyacinth.
So what I do know of Hyacinth from the 22 is that it has a very, very tough turning stream right near the end of the song. So this is a very backloaded
Oh, look at
song.
those, the bracket steps. The bracket, that's what it was right there, the bracket steps.
Sick.
Now I'm remembering this
Sick.
chart. Yes. So
So-
you have to be very good at bracketing. Again, a very good entry level 18.
And that's the thing is, that's what you're going to notice when we start seeing.
No, we already had him on the match. We already had him there. We already had him on the match.
Yeah, we're good. This is good. This is good. This is good. So both players looking
Slight mix up there.
Both,
No worries.
Both players looking mega clean right now. First thing I'm going to say is, with
More bracket
this
steps.
difficulty range, this is where you first start to really see, like what I'll say is like rhythmic bracketing.
Oh, we got a drop in the brackets by JHenny. So
PacRob
let's
is
see.
killing
PacRob's
it.
just keeping it. I haven't seen a single good or great come off of PacRob right now. So
He is stepping so deliberately. We can't really see it, but you can see it in his legs. PacRob is like picking his feet up and putting them down, making sure he is in the exact right
you
position.
can hear
for
how
every
intentional
breath.
his steps. Oh, we picked it up a good, but he kept. Oh, there's a bad. Oh no. He did have like close to a 900 combo. A little bit over. Yeah.
PacRob is killing it. These turning triplets
Those
are
turns
so
are
tough.
so clean.
Oh,
Dropped
my
it slightly at the
gosh.
drive, but
Still, though, both players did a phenomenal job.
phenomenal job. But, you know, it's really going to come down to that combo again.
Yep.
But look at those single-digit counts across all the non-perfects. Wow.
Both
Wow.
amazing performances.
Yes.
So now, having seen the chart and being more familiar with it, what I will say is, first of all, the ending has exactly what I was kind of thinking, visualizing. A lot of like side pivots where you do like triplet, 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 and you stay kind of in an awkward and you kind of slowly move around, which is really tough. But the other thing you were saying, a good chart transitional into getting into 18s, and this difficulty range is where you get to see what I was saying, rhythmic bracketing kind of, where you are doing brackets as though they are a single, like an eighth note. Like you are doing 1 foot eighth note. Thank you. 1 foot eighth note, 2 foot eighth note, 1 foot, or like you're basically hitting a jump in place of a step. Are we getting off?
We switching?
Are we switching producers? Are we switching commentary or what? Okay, cool. Well, hello to our new producer. Nice to meet you. I'm Mike. So, okay, here we go. We got FA2X underway. I'll go back to talking about Hyacinth later.
So,
I love this song.
absolutely. It's so epic sounding.
Oh, yeah.
And the chart just fits it so well.
I love these 12th note, I guess we would
so
call
good.
them.
So good.
Into
Little.
the bursty.
Yeah.
PacRob with a slight error during the burst.
Slight error, but I mean, a couple of slight errors. We'll see if Henny can capitalize and just keep that combo going. If he gets it into the 500-600 range, I don't know if Rob can keep up. So we'll see what happens. Oh, he dropped it.
It's fine though. It's fine. I think for Henny, it's still a very good position.
Yep. Unfortunately, just not able to keep that combo.
These little
The nice
bursty
thing is that it's not full, like it's the end combo, right? So
yeah.
How much your highest combo was is what ends up giving you that
There you go.
bonus.
This is the big long run. This is like it. This is like this part of the song is.
And Rob just nails it. Rob just nails it. He's going in 300. If he can move into that 500 combo by the end of it, I don't know if there's enough steps for it, but here we go again. Oh, unfortunately drops it right there in the run. So we're going to see. Henny's also getting back up there in the 300 combo range. Keeps it clean
so
through those.
clean on that side pivot.
Those side broken M's.
Oh my gosh.
Keeps it. Cross unders. Almost keeps it to 400 and then drops it.
That's
But that may keep him up on that comp.
PacRob.
Rob dropped it on the freeze. Lost one of the freezes.
Henny wanted that.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think it mattered. I think identical perfect counts. Wow. It may well have come down to the difference in those misses.
It really was those misses on that last freeze by Rob.
Which is crazy
because
those. Henny was so clean during those side
and
pivots
the broken
and
M's. It was really well done.
I cannot believe how well he hit those. The fact that PacRob was keeping pace that whole time, and I didn't even realize it, speaks to how well he did on the early parts of the chart.
But it also speaks to how actually talented these two are.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's going to be at that high level. We're getting into that realm of the bracket where you're really going to start to see just pure talent, right, across both sides.
PacRob is like a crazy good DDR player, right? Like crazy
and
good DDR player.
Henny's no slouch either. Like, they're both incredibly good at rhythm games. So having that level, yeah, exactly, no, but like if that last hold would have stayed, 100% had a shot at it. So, but we'll see. What are we going into now? So we played Hyacinth. We played Final Audition. What was the last one? I think we have the picture up here.
Magical Vacation, I want to say S18.
Magical Vacation S18. Yes, you're right.
Which is I believe another one of these very twisty, slower songs. Yes.
Yeah.
This is a chart that is like unrelenting twists. Like really, really. If I remember correctly, Magical Vacation does have those through the middle like twists at the end. If I'm
You're absolutely right.
I know that it's really twisty, but this is
Leon's out here going shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're right. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Definitely, like it's going to come down to every step. You have to be intentional with it and make sure that you have this. But Henny, those twists were so clean. You're absolutely right. Welcome, Casey, as well. 17 times they've subbed to this channel for Kitty Catastrophe. So, and shout out to J-Boy for hosting here as well. So,
yep.
And it's so freeze heavy too. Like just one of those freeze drops can make the difference. Coming into 160, 170.
Oh,
200.
JHenny is getting away with murder here.
I know. Oh no. Rob dropped one of the freezes. So
you've been saying a lot about not cheating freezes, but we just watched JHenny in cold blood cheat the hell out of some freezes.
He really did.
And hit them all.
A little bit of struggle with some of the candles and the crosses by PacRob.
That time, JHenny hits the behind the back.
And he's just clean with it. Like, you see how fast he's making those turns? Yep. Look at that body control.
It's interesting. He's alternating sometimes between a more literal interpretation of the chart and a more free form.
Yeah.
But right now he is turning.
Look at
everything. That. Nice. Oh, he's having some issue with his palm sweat, I notice.
Henny is just super locked in right now.
He's crushing it.
It's going to be so difficult for Rob to come back if he can, especially with Henny's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this
may be
brutal.
the best run I've seen him do so far in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He is 100%. Drops it right there, but still got to 790.
He's crushing it.
So
that one little error is not.
Oh, no, Rob's dropping it in the middle, too. Oh.
Henny very clean on the cross unders. Very, very clean.
A little bit of a mistake, but I think it's more fatigue than anything, just kind of set in on Henny.
Henny with an overall gorgeous run.
Absolutely.
Rob did a great job, but Henny's run is
and you can't understate how athletic you have to be to have that level of body control, right? So incredible runs by both.
986 to 964. Very good scores for both players.
Yep.
Henny just
and a lot of love, and that's what the community is all about right there.
Right.
Even in defeat, you definitely have that love for the community. Again, iron sharpening iron. It's just going to be so fantastic. So, all right, well, they're going to do a quick reset here. So let's give another quick shout out to our sponsors, right? I do want to call out one team that we haven't talked about yet, which is Life 4. Life 4 is also supporting. Now Life 4 is primarily on the other rhythm game spectrum, but definitely they are still a part of this too. So
I didn't even realize that Life 4 was sponsoring this.
Shout out
but
to
yeah,
Life 4.
They're awesome.
So,
they're awesome.
Shout out to that group. Seen a lot of Life 4 T-shirts around here, so good on them. Community organization like that is always really good.
We need to now that we have with Phoenix, like once Phoenix becomes more available, we need to have we can finally have like a Life 4 type system for pop.
Well, the nice thing is
and
the Mirror does that with, kind of with the titles, right?
They do with the titles, but it's still not the same.
It's not the same.
If there's one thing to like, okay, I've cleared X number of weird, mysterious points versus like a website. Life 4 is phenomenal because it's like a website that gives you a clear, concise set of goals and an app that you can say, okay, I am going to the arcade today because I want to progress by getting 5 new AAAs on 15th.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that's just like such a cool thing.
And then you can also like sit here and go like I'm Silver 1, right? You know, I'm not personally, but like like I'm Silver 1. Who's a Silver 2 player that I may know in the community? And I can reach out to them and say, hey, you know, let's work together. Let's rival. Let's build each other.
Let's figure out what our strengths and weaknesses and stuff are. Yeah,
exactly. No. Where are your struggles? Where are my struggles? What can we do to just collaborate and just get better together? Right?
I agree completely.
Hey, we were talking about Red Swan earlier. Oh no, they're going right into it. They are going right into it. So we're going to switch back over.
All right, so we got Ty and this is Caps that's playing. 2DKaps. Do we know anything about 2DKaps?
I do not.
I don't know anything about them either. Do you?
I saw him earlier warming up. And I think on fire.
I saw him playing Sound Voltex actually earlier.
Cool.
He's quite good at Sound Voltex.
So Ty is playing. This is really interesting. Ty is playing with Vanish. Look at that. It's disappearing.
What inspires a man to do this?
I don't know. I've never really put it on, but Ty may just have it as just like a mental thing. Like I'm going to hit it when it hits the vantage point, and that may help him lock in. So look at it. He's keeping it clean. Cap's got some early missteps there, but he's keeping it clean.
Yeah, they're both doing good on these side like kind of weirdly canted triples, these brackets. So what I was saying earlier about this song and about this difficulty range in general is this is where you start to see bracketing become a skill that is not just like something that's occasionally hinted at, but like a definitive part of your game.
You're not skipping. You're not doing the brackets just to get the steps out. You're doing it now because it's required.
Yes.
And especially once you get the freeze bracket, like right there. The steps into those brackets, just alternating those 2 steps. You know, a lot of players, early players, are going to count those as jumps.
Yep.
And they're going to miss them every time.
And this is one of those defining breakpoints. It's hard sometimes when you are not as serious of a player or when you don't know the game at all to identify what sets apart a 16
But Ty's locked in right now, super serious, 850, continues to go on. Caps was having a little bit of difficulty with some of the brackets, but otherwise he's doing a pretty clean run as well. So it's going to come down to that combo again.
I want to see what Ty's shoes are because I feel like that's a big.
He's moving so fast. It looks like Nike Freeze, but like it moves so fast. Crosses 1,000.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yo! Oh! Right at the end.
Right at the end.
Ty
but can we talk about how low Ty was getting to get that speed?
That's
he was like super low to it.
I've seen Ty warming up for DDR before by doing drills.
Can we give a shout out quickly to Caps as well? Like, look at
That's
that, 9 greats.
Identical perfect score, right?
Yeah.
Identical perfect score.
Look at that.
Literally just the tiniest differences, just a few non-combos is what gives you that difference.
Absolutely.
That and the total max combo, which is because of the non-combo steps. Ty was able to keep it clean all the way to the end, and that little tiny bit of edge was enough to put him ahead.
So Penguin, real quick while they're moving to the next song. So Penguin in the chat, like, you pumped to get a rival system. I agree.
Didn't Pump have a rival thing in like Prime 1 or something?
Prime 2.
Prime 2 even?
Was the last one they had it in. And then they killed it in XX. I was really hoping they'd do it here, right? You know, and have like some of those features that would be nice. So, you know, Animiro, this is a fantastic version of Pump. Like, but rival system, please, like, let's see that.
Yeah, if Animiro has someone listening, or if there's someone who's got hooked up to Animiro, I know personally a lot of people are upset about the getting rid of machine records, which I get that. I get that it like fosters a rivalry.
Yeah, sure.
But to me, something like a rival system is even better. Right. Having the ability to know, like, oh, I'm playing with and against my friends all the way across the world all the time is even more valuable to me than just like, oh, well, I have some.
So in lieu of that, we're kind of going in blind. Let's see what they do here in Final Audition, right? Again, iconic song. Those 12th notes are going to can trip people up.
I'm going to be very curious. I don't know anything about Caps as a player, but Ty is like a relatively new Pump player. I'm guessing he's maybe heard this song a few times in his life.
But the fact that he is performing at this level already, he's got a very, very bright future ahead of him.
Yeah,
Not only just now in the present, but he's going to be really, really one of those in the future to watch out for. And Caps, again, like right here, he was struggling slightly at the very beginning, and I think that's going to cause some issues down the line for him. But if he can catch up and he can capitalize on one of Ty's mistakes, we might have a really good match here.
We just saw last song, how it looked like there was something of a disparity between them, but it was really razor thin.
Right.
So it might be just.
And Caps doesn't give up.
No.
He look at him. He is so locked in right now, and so is Ty. But like, now Ty turned off Vanish. You notice that?
It's wild.
Interesting change. Interesting shift in dynamic.
Wild. I've noticed that Caps has a very wide grip on the bar. I'm noticing. Like
a lot of times in Pump, you'll see players have that wider grip. You know, just to put a little bit less pressure on the wrists and more just holding that upper body strength, and that, especially doubles players, they really get like that wide grip stance a lot of times.
Ty is still holding combo.
Look at that.
This is incredible.
Ty dropped it, but so did Caps, unfortunately.
Both of them struggling a little bit with the side pivots, understandably so.
But Ty had a lot right there that really drained his life very, very quickly. Caps is keeping it together. Oh, it's kind of reversed now. Let's see how they run in.
It's going to be like...
There we go. Great run by both players.
Again, I would guess this is 100% going to come down to a few hundred points, maybe.
Look at that right there.
Perfect difference.
Wow, and Caps pulls it out.
Takes it.
Caps pulls out, even with that max combo. And that's the importance of the shift in the dynamic that we were talking about earlier with the scoring. It's now no longer so overly dependent on combo that it will give you the win. Right there, Caps didn't give up, kept going.
The difference was literally they had identical miscounts, I think.
Right.
They were 3 perfects apart. And I think Ty actually had 3 more, I think Ty had 3 less perfects.
Yeah.
But the difference was I think Ty had like 6 or 7 bads and Caps had like 1 or 2.
Right. And he only had 9 greats too. Caps only had 9 greats.
The shifting of those bads to goods and greats was enough to make the difference. And a couple perfects.
Exactly. So that's why you never give up. And it's so important to understand those little subtle changes in the way that they're doing scoring now in Pump. You know, it's now very, I think it's 1 million, or is it 10 million? What is it?
It's like
there's a zero in the
zeros.
But, you know, every song has that now. It's locked in there, right? So no more of these just like amplified 24 million, 30 million scores. You can't do that anymore. It's all locked in. So the standardization is starting to grow on me a little bit here, and it's really showing in some of these earlier pool matches as well as now level 4 that we're in. So
it certainly makes it easier to look at the score and get an impression of how well the player did. Right? It was just always so, you just see a random number when the old system. Now you see a 988 and you immediately know that player killed it. They did a great job.
Right.
I love that about it. Other things, you know, whatever, we'll see, but what are they playing?
I'm not really sure what's going on here.
They're trying to find Magical Vacation,
they're trying to find Magical Vacation. Gotcha.
It's to the right.
It's like hold up a sign. Keep going that way. So there it is. So, you just passed it. You just passed it.
Left.
3 more. There you go. All right, cool.
One more. There we go.
Again, Magical Vacation, 154 BPM. So you're not thinking like this is a super speedy song, right? But it's so tricky, especially with those freeze holds and then those turns that you were talking about earlier.
That's the thing that you learn as a dance game player very quickly, though, is when you see a higher difficulty and a lower BPM, you immediately know I am in for something cruel.
Right.
Like truly.
Now, Pump,
diabolical.
You don't have the Skittles, right? You don't have the Skittles effect of Pump, right? So it's a little bit different with the AVs and everything else. BPM's not as much of a matter, but it does matter when you're hitting those drills, those 12 notes. The steps have to still be crisp, right?
What matters a lot in these slow songs is it's almost always a very technical turniness, whereas the 190, 200 songs at the same difficulty range will focus more on stamina, on drills, things like that. Here we go.
And you have to turn those. Like, I know we were talking about how they were cheating some turns earlier, but you can't do that on this chart.
It's really tough.
Oh, we got an early drop by Caps, but that's okay.
I think that Ty also broke at the very
Hits the
beginning.
candles so cleanly. Yep. Candles and skips are getting nailed.
They both sound so nice. I don't know if the mics are picking it up, but they both sound very crisp right now.
Oh, unfortunately, Caps has got a couple of bads now too. But
Ty is killing it.
Ty is destroying those crossovers. Did you see that foot speed?
That right here, this feels like a DDR player chart. When you think about it, those patterns, that down left, center, down right, down center, down left, is basically a Scooby from DDR. It's basically left, up, right up, left. So I'm actually not surprised.
Look, so we got Ty missed combo, right?
Yep.
Caps is coming back. We're gonna see a very close match here at the end.
I think as we saw last song, it's mostly going to come down to the perfects and the greats.
Right.
And right now, they both look pretty evenly matched.
And they're hitting those sides so clean. Oh, unfortunately, they both drop it around the same time.
Yeah,
but I think that they both are around the same area in combo, so we'll see how this ends up.
I saw where Ty made his error. I could see he turned to the left slightly before he needed to, about one step before he needed to.
It's all going to come down to this last run. What's going to happen?
Oh my God, let's.
Oh, they both dropped it at the same time.
They both did it so
and
well.
Caps got an extra bad there at the end. That might come into play here, but so did Ty. Really coming down to the wire.
This is neck and neck. Ty got a few goods there. That might be enough. Ty got a few late goods. That might be the difference.
That might be the difference.
I feel like it's going to be so close. I could not even begin to guess.
Let's look at this.
One.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Chat. 500 point difference. Less than 500 point difference.
Real close.
Wow!
Holy cow!
That is the closest match we have seen so far here at Mistake on the Lake in the pump brackets. Well done by both of these players.
One perfect advantage for Ty. But the two non-combos that he got over Caps was just enough to divide the two.
Absolutely, so
unbelievable matchup. Now I wonder if we were doing total aggregate scoring, if Ty's advantage on Hyacinth.
Let's look here. We got it right here, right?
I think Ty won Hyacinth by like 7K and lost the other songs by like 3 or 4K combined. So if it were aggregate, Ty would have won. But because it was songs, I believe Caps is ahead of it.
Yeah. So
now, I don't know exactly what the end result will be, but that was a crazy match.
Look, I can't wait to continue to watch these matches. These are some of the closest you're going to see, right? This level, everybody is so good.
We have seen clean, competitive pump like since the moment we sat down, and yet that match was like a level above.
It is
like
wild.
every step was tense.
It is so wild. Like this is so hype.
And again, this is the biggest credit of the new scoring system was that in the old days when you saw Ty had 1,000 combo and Caps had 350, you knew who won. It was a given.
Exactly.
But now it's not.